Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early May 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's up for the beautiful Cappies. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for Capricorn here? Messages, energies in early May. It is a very beautiful time of year, if I do say so myself, and we're just going to start this reading and look at this first card real quick. Then we'll get into the full reading itself, and at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. So let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for the Cappies. Hoping for a nice swing of energy here this week. What's happening for my friends, please, my guide, spirit team? There we go. Nice first card. Okay. This is a very intriguing card because it could be really, really good. It could be surrounding fun or having a good time or letting loose. But there's also a little bit of a cautionary tale when it comes to this. Obviously, if you see someone with a puppeteer, there's some things we're going to want to look at closer. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this little jester puppeteer dude. So if you look at the imagery, you see what I'm talking about. We have this person, it's like they're putting on a show or controlling something from behind the scenes. Now, this card does have a lot of positivity. This person is literally playing. So maybe some Capricorns, you might need to cut loose a little bit, have a little bit of fun. Maybe times have been a little serious, or you've been a little serious and stern. This could be spirit saying like, hey, make sure you're making some time to like enjoy yourself and have a good time. Not all work and no play, because I know Capricorns are usually very diligent once they're locked in on something. But the caution that comes with this card, obviously you see somebody playing with the puppets, pulling the strings. So we need to watch out for situations where someone might be manipulating something from behind the scenes. It could also represent control. So whether you feel like you've lost control in a situation or you're trying to get things under control, all of those things could really be in play with this card. Okay, so obviously this isn't the whole reading itself. We're just going to put the puppeteer down and we'll see how it all ties together. And yeah, let's get into tarot. I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. And yeah, as far as that puppeteer goes, I mean, some of you might just need to enjoy yourself, have a good time, okay? Have some fun. You know, shuffle it up. And while we get these cards shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. Now, I've been mentioning for a few weeks now, I've been seeing some bumpy roads in energy for the Capricorns. Last week's reading was titled An Unexpected Ending. Now, if we are looking at the rougher side of this, it could represent an ending or a close of a cycle that you didn't see coming. But for a portion of you, it could be something that ends in a way that you didn't quite expect, like hopefully a positive result to whatever it is you're going through. So let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get it going. 3 cards here. 3 cards for my Cappies, please. Thank you. I mean, even for weeks before. All right, so we have the 2 of Cups here. Could be a very important partnership we're having a look at. Or Spirit could just be giving us some energy surrounding a person you were really closely tied to. Let's get a couple more. I like the 2 of Cups. It's good energy. All right, 9 of Swords, a little bit of stress-induced energy here as well. All right, we'll talk about it. Let's get one more out here. And we'll really start piecing this together. Maybe this is somebody that you're connected to. And I will say this, I've been seeing a lot of 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and other signs too. Okay, yeah, 6 of Wands. So something could turn out really, really good for you in the end, which I like this. I like how it ends so far. I'm cautiously optimistic here. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So at first glance, obviously we have an interesting mixture of elements. We got a little bit of water. We have some air, so the heart, the mind. Then we have this beautiful fire energy on the back end. Most of this spread at first glance is pretty optimistic with the 2 of Cups, 6 of Swords, but 6 of Wands, pardon me. But this person here in the center is stressing about something. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this story out. Position number 1, we have the 2 of Cups. I already mentioned it. This, like all 2s, could represent partnerships. It could represent decisions, choices. Some of you might feel like you're at a crossroads in life. Do I go left? Do I go right? What do I do? You might be making decisions and choices whenever there's a 2. But this one is very closely tied into partnership. So for a portion of you, maybe there's an important partnership on your mind. When we clarify it, I always like to keep it simple. We might be seeing the energy of somebody that you're connected to. Are they in this mode? Are they in that mode? We'll really see how it all plays out. Could be a little bit of both, right? Now, if you aren't concerned with partnerships, I always say the 2 of Cups is a silky, smooth, beautiful type of energy. So we're at least starting in a good way. Now, every card has a positive and a challenge. That's one thing I will say here. And a challenge with the 2 of Cups is, you guessed it, issues in regards to people that you are closely connected to, whether it's somebody going through a hard time themselves or you having trouble within a connection. We'll see. I'm going to stick to the positive until clarifier tells us otherwise. Moving to the center, this is where we start getting this little tense type of energy showing up. We have the 9 of Swords, and you don't really need to be an expert in tarot to understand what this card means. You see that person, they're awake. It's the middle of the night. This card is very dark, so it could represent sleep for some of you. Like maybe you're having issues sleeping, maybe you're waking up a lot at night. This is a card that could represent dreams. You might be having very vivid dreams or funky dreams whenever this card is here. But as you can tell, this person is stressing. They're anxious, they're nervous, which once again, that's a theme I've been seeing throughout a lot of the zodiac. So just keep that in mind. Another aspect of the 9 of Swords, aside from somebody stressing or in their head about something, this is a card that I closely link to the paranormal. Okay, so when I see it, I think of someone who's very much energetically sensitive. So just know you might be picking up on the energies of somebody you are very close to, like feeling them. Okay, like I know everyone is born with different levels of emotional and energetic sensitivity. And when I see this, you might be picking up on those around you. So your empathy might be heightened. You might want to lock down your energy. In various different ways, whether it's through meditation, grounding, crystal healing, or just trying to keep yourself steady when this card's in the mix. Now, the positive side of the 9 of Swords, aside from all the stress, it could kind of represent stress melting away. And the reason I'm saying that is we have one of the most positive cards right here on the back end. Love the 6 of Wands. This is a card of victory. It's a card of public notoriety, getting kudos. So if you've been working hard and diligently towards something, this card says you might get recognition for the things you've done. And if there's a situation you're dealing with that's a little sticky, that's a little rough, this says that there could be a really optimal result coming in for you. Like this is straight up a card of triumph and victory. So coming out on top, I really love this card. Now it does connect to the zodiac sign of Leo. If you are connected to Leo, they might be showing up here. In its positive sense, it's all the recognition and wins that we could even think about. So I like how it plays off the other cards. But if we're talking about the challenge of the 6 of Wands, sometimes you might be dealing with a person that's a little egoic, right? It could be someone with a little shine, right? Someone that's in the spotlight in one way or another. But when I see the 6 of Wands, it could also be someone who's a little egotistical. So that's something to watch out for. Okay, maybe someone you're connected to, their ego's a little bruised when this card shows up next to the 9 of Swords. But I feel with the way the energy's flowing, like 2 of Cups into the stressing, into the 6 of Wands, like you might get a result that either you're not expecting, kind of like what we saw last week, or when you get to the end of a road with something, it's like, okay, I shouldn't have stressed about this so much because it might turn out really good. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Capricorn. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. Let's see what's going on for the Cappies, please. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 2 of Cups. What's that 2 of Cups here for my good friends? And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Cappy, you could drop it in the comments below. Do not mind at all. All right, 2 of Cups time. Let's see what this person's energy is all about. What is this 2 of Cups? Pardon me, I'm getting like a frog in my throat, so I will say for some of you, watch out for any issues with the throat. Don't suppress anything that you want to say. I don't often get a message like that, and that has nothing to do with the cards, but I do feel for some Capricorns out there, you might be biting your tongue. Not very Capricorn-like energy there. So let's get into the reading, though. We have Temperance here in reverse. This could be either, I feel like it's extreme in its energy for a lot of you, just like what we have showing up here within the spread. Either this is you really having some bumpy roads with somebody you're connected to, okay? Like with Temperance in reverse underneath the Two of Cups, it's like, okay, like you just might not be seeing eye to eye, but I feel like for a lot of you, this could represent a person coming into your life in a very big way. Temperance in the upright could represent Sagittarius, and in the same token, it's a card of spiritual protection, spiritual guidance, but it's patience, it's not moving. So when I see it in reverse, this is like freed up type of energy of something moving or coming in. So I feel like it's split for a lot of you. For a portion, once again, you might just not be seeing eye to eye with a specific person that's very important to you. You might be having some problems and tough situations with someone you're connected to. Or this could be someone very important coming into your life, like here they come or here it comes type of energy. Very strong on the front end. So take whichever one hits for you. I do feel there's a bit of a magnetic pull between you and a person. So let's keep moving forward. Like someone comes in for a reason. It's an interesting energy. I do like it. So let's go in on that Nine of Swords. See what the stress is about. I mean, this could represent different people you're connected to, right? Like maybe some of you are having issues with a specific person and like there's another person coming in. It all really depends on your situation. But either way, there's a magnetic pull here. Someone's coming in. So let's go in on that Nine of Swords. Thank you. Page of Wands. All right, so this is either you wanting to hear from someone or someone wanting to hear from you. Okay, like there's waiting on a communication here from someone's end. We have the Page of Wands in the upright underneath this Nine of Swords. Some of you might need a little reassurance in this time. That's a big vibe I'm picking up. Or if not you, once again, somebody else, you just play it to your situation. But the Page of Wands is fire sign energy. We have the fire-air mixture. We have a lot of fire in this spread, actually, because Saggy energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, Leo energy. Lots of fire here. So this could be good. It could represent things picking up very suddenly for a lot of you, something coming in, and we did already see the energy of a person popping in. But this Page of Wands is all about communication to me. Now, other things with this page, it does represent energy and like where you focus it. So when I see it underneath the Nine of Wands, a lot of you need to watch out for burnout in this time, like burning yourself out, whether it's through work or whether it's through connections. Beware of burning yourself out because like the gas tank might be getting a little low, whether it's emotionally or physically. But the main vibe I'm picking up here is someone's waiting to hear back on something, waiting to hear back on someone or something. So there are links to communication here now too. Okay, and we'll see if it plays when we get to the back end, and it makes sense. Somebody very stressed out about that. But we're just going to keep the reading moving along. I feel like that is very simple. Just pace yourself. And I know we had that message very early on here about like having fun, cutting loose, having a good time a little bit. For some of you, like, yeah, you might need some recuperation time or just time to have a good time, right? Like if things have been serious for you. Let's see what that Six of Wands has. And we'll do our recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is the Six of Wands here for Cappy? Thank you. Yeah, Knight of Wands. So all fire, this explosive fiery energy, and I do like it. Something picking up steam rather quickly. So if you are waiting to hear back from something or someone, I could firmly predict for a lot of you, I mean, we saw it here in the front end, you have a magnetic pull to you. Like someone's, like if you're waiting to hear back from someone or something, it's going to happen. Like this energy is going to go through if you're waiting on news. Because the Knight of Wands is the more evolved version of this Page of Wands. Big, big fire sign energy around you this week. So it's very intriguing. I feel a very good result for you. Okay. And similar to what I saw last week, like when something happens, when something goes down or you get to the finality of a situation, it's going to be like, okay, well, why did I stress about it so much? I didn't need to stress about it as much as I did. So like try to keep yourself calm with whatever situations you're going through. I mean, yeah, some of you might be going through some volatile situations, explosive ones, and all that with all this fire here. But the Six of Wands with the Knight of Wands, this energy is moving towards you. So whether it be a person that's coming in or whether it be a result that you've been wanting, I'm picking it up here. It's really good. This is not stagnant energy in the least. Okay, so yeah, there's a little bit of volatility to it, but at least it's not stagnant. There's energy that could move things forward. Okay, so positive results coming in for you, whether this is a person or the result that you're wanting. I like it. I feel like it's way better than what we've been getting the past few weeks, that's for sure, even though we have like some of this volatile energy. But let's go through and do a quick recap and tie it all together. Then we'll get into a shadow card for you. So if you kindly look in the box here, Capricorn, position number 1, we have our only piece of water energy in this spread. We have the Two of Cups clarified by Temperance in reverse. Now, I did say for some of you, this might be some rocky roads or rocky situations with somebody that you're very close to. You might not be seeing eye to eye. So there might be a little headbutts going on here. But another vibe I'm picking up is someone very important coming towards you. Like here they come, here it comes type of energy. Someone you care about deeply or will care about deeply. Like this is an important person. Moving to the center, we have the Nine of Swords with the Page of Wands, all about communication. So somebody's waiting to hear back on something, whether they're waiting to hear from a person or someone's waiting to hear from you. It's like, right, I really want to speak my piece here. That's another vibe I'm picking up. But I also did say, watch out for burnout, because I do feel like for a lot of you, whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally, you're very close to like burning yourself out here or hitting a point of exhaustion. Moving to the very back end, I see a beautiful ending result to whatever situation you might be going through right now. We have the Six of Wands with the Knight of Wands. So there is some beautiful, explosive victory type of energy where something's going to pick up steam really quick. I did say whether this is that person coming through and the communication, or whether it's just the result that you're envisioning, the result that you're wanting. It's like, okay, this is best case scenario. So I really like this energy, Capricorn, overall. Please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's get you a shadow card now. Let's see what's in the shadows for my Cappy friends, guides, and spirit team. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end, just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see just yet. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge, right? That could be a good thing. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. I really do. Let's get you one. What do we got here for the beautiful Cappies, please? There it is, nice and quick. Okay, Eight of Swords. So I did say it in the very, very beginning of the spread. I've been picking it up for a lot of signs. Lots of Nine of Swords and Eight of Swords energy. And we do have this showing up in the shadows. So to me, this is someone that, yeah, there's a lot of overthinking happening here. Try not to psych yourself out about things in this time when the Eight of Swords is here, because it's very closely related to this Nine of Swords that showed up within your spread itself. Now, some of you, there might be like certain fears that you're suppressing or certain thoughts. You might be putting on like a good outer shell, like, no, this doesn't bother me. Or if this is a person you're dealing with and they're acting unbothered, this is spirit saying like, yeah, really underneath the surface, they are bothered by something. Now, Eight of Swords could also feel trapped, like there's no way out or there's nothing you can do. But the good thing about this energy is that it moves forward very quickly. It comes in quick, it goes out quick. So just know, like, if you are experiencing stress or anxiety, some of the advice that I was given throughout the spread itself could really help that. Like, make some time for yourself and really don't burn yourself out. I know it's easier said than done, right? I always say that with a lot of advice like that. Like, yeah, don't overthink. Okay. I mean, but sometimes it's harder than that. But yeah, just do with that information what you will, Capricorn. That's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the May subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a one-on-one personal reading with me, you could check out my digital calendar at mastermetaphysics.com. But for the May subscriber surprise, we're doing a winner's choice this month, my friends. 2 lucky subscribers will get their choice of either the Everyday Witches Tarot, which is a wonderful deck. It's one of my favorites. Or you can choose a crystal pendant of your choice from my website. They're homemade. The energy is luscious. They're beautiful. So it's winner's choice there. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments where in the world you are from. You don't have to give me your home address or anything like that. It could be your country, state, province, whatever it might be. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you again soon.